I am closing in on a year of dedicated full-time research into the constant companion theory. We were never alone. My theory was launched with this controversial hypothesis. Our human symbol for love is a stylized depiction of the supraorbital arches that form the tridactyl face. We equate this shape with love because Mother Goddess imagery and ancestor worship derive from contact with the tridactyl beings. Mother Goddess worship can still be seen in our common, everyday symbolic language, providing us with symbols like the Ionic columns, the stylized eyes of the beings, the fleur-de-lis with a stylized Mother Goddess giving birth, and in the fertility symbol of the paisley. Mother Goddess imagery is frequently found with other images relating to the water, or to snakes, or to water serpents, which offers visual accompaniment to the human belief in reptilian post-deluge beings, perhaps best exemplified by the Hindu cosmology's Naga, or Chinese narratives on dragons. Non-human tridactyl beings taught man language, and evidence of their interaction can be seen in the symbolic languages of the world. Knowledge of the beings was mostly concealed and likely regulated to a priest class, with depictions of the beings being cleverly concealed with steganography on grand scales, such as at Bayon Temple, where the towers and buildings themselves require the perspective anamorphosis of the viewer to assist in visualizing the complex optical illusions, requiring specific distance and angles to fully appreciate the nearly pixelated architecture. One of the precursors for perspective anamorphosis to be effective is lack of knowledge of the concealed information. Conversely, you must know what the beings look like to see past these artistic optical illusions. In other words, the woo is this: one must believe to see. Other steganography on the grandest of scales can be found at Dendera, Egypt, at the Temple of Hathor, where realistic faces can be seen within the corners of the pillars, formed by the carved faces of the goddesses on the sides of the pillar. At a temple in India, two hyper-realistic looking tridactyls are concealed with the arms as face motif. This motif can be seen in ancient Egyptian faience, it can be seen in the Vinci culture and Permian artifacts. This motif confirms my hypothesis that Yaksha beings related to the Naga, once considered dwarven creator gods, were in fact symbolic stand-ins for the tridactyls. Vestiges of these beings can still be seen today in modern foo dogs and guardian lion statues. With the knowledge that the Naga and the dragons of myth were the same beings, and that likely the Hongshang's pig dragons were in fact depictions of tridactyl fetuses, I set out to find fetuses in the eggs of Artemis. Utilizing footage made available by the Inkari Institute, I believe I was one of the first people to spot a tridactyl fetus in the egg of the specimen known as Artemis. The ancestral narratives of the past have been instrumental in making hypotheses on the beings, allowing for guesses such as marine origins or hermaphroditism or parthenogenesis before the science released their finds. I would like to cease the research, but finds keep coming, with some of the most dramatic finds as of late being a new form of clever steganography of what I am calling the brilliance motif. This perspective anamorphosis does not require the spatial position of the viewer, but requires knowledge of the tridactyl countenance and a forced acceptance of the being's brilliance. The viewer must squint to view the true image hidden within. This motif most shockingly can be seen in the Buddhist Bodhi tree, or tree of life, confirming my suspicions that plants may act as aniconic symbols for the beings. In other words, the tridactyl mother goddess as tree of life motif. Thanks for listening. My name is Ed Casas. I'm trying to become the world's first true xenoanthropologist. I have a BA in anthropology and social sciences with a certificate in ethnic studies. My past work has included the Graves Museum of Archaeology and Natural History, the Palm Beach Museum of Natural History, Broward County Archaeological Society, and the Seminole Reservation. This has been the Constant Companion Theory at Tridactyls.